What is up, investors? Jason here. So let's talk about a realistic price prediction on Cardano when we get the Vasil hard fork, because I talked about this about a week ago, a little bit more than a week ago, talking about could we see Cardano go back to a $3 all-time high when we get the Vasil hard fork. Now, there was a bit of criticism when I had made that, and the reason is because many people just judged it by the title and didn't actually listen to what I was saying. And what I was saying was the crypto market is very bearish right now, so it would be hard to see a run like we had seen back when the Alonzo hard fork had come out, getting that same kind of reaction with Cardano this time around with the Vasil hard fork. So there are different things that are interfering with the markets right now that we do have to take into consideration, because we're not in a bull crypto market right now. We are more in a bearish market right now. We are lower on Cardano than we were this time last year. So we have to think about that, and we have to put that into an effect here, and think about where are we going to see the price of Cardano going to when we get that Vasil hard fork. Are we going to see a bull run on Cardano, or is the crypto market just so bearish that we possibly won't see that big of a gain on Cardano when that happens? So let's just get into this. So as we do, if you don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash the story, annihilate, or gently press that like button to help me out with the algorithm, help spread this content to more people that might find it interesting, and subscribe if you have not already. Now, I do talk about crypto related topics every single day, and I would like to post at least 2 times a day sometimes. So please do consider subscribing if you have not already. Now let's get to it. Now, when we try to figure out Cardano and try to give a good price prediction, the best thing we can do is compare that to what the price of Bitcoin has done over that period of time. So when we had Cardano priced around that $1 price, where it was staying between $1 and $1.50 back in 2021, during that time when we had seen Cardano quickly go up to that value, this is because we had seen the price of Bitcoin do the same thing. We had seen a big increase in Bitcoin, and then we had seen Bitcoin stay between the price of around $33,000 or so, and go upwards as high as about $65,000 during that time. So it was kind of just bouncing around during those prices until we got to that big rally that had started in July, and then that had taken Bitcoin all the way up to its all-time high that it had hit in November. Now, when we had seen that rally with Bitcoin during that time, we have to look into what Cardano was doing at that time. So when we look at Cardano, we can compare Bitcoin's quick rally that it had in 2021, how we had seen that also have an influence on the price of Cardano, and we had seen Cardano's price move around. But then when we got into July, and then we saw Bitcoin go from a point where it quickly went up, started trending back up, we saw the same thing go on with Cardano. Now, Cardano had things going on at this time with the Alonzo update. It had things that had a big catalyst for investors to be interested in it. But at the same time, we were seeing things like Ethereum during that time also making some big moves in July. So we were seeing Ethereum's price climbing up. We were seeing Bitcoin's price climbing up. And so there was a lot more bullish behavior within the crypto market that really helped influence the price of Cardano during this time. So I know that there's a lot of naysayers out there that have a lot of opinions about Cardano, but realistically, a lot of the price movements that Cardano has done was with the same movements that we had seen with what the price of Bitcoin has done. You can't say that Cardano's price hasn't gone down, just like how we've seen Ethereum's price go down or Bitcoin's price go down. The thing is that the value of Cardano is a lot less. I mean, we're talking about something that is currently around 77 cents at the time of making this. It's a lot easier to sell something off that has a value of less than $1 than it is to sell off something that has a value of thousands of dollars. And that's an easy comparison to really make. But when we compare the movements with Cardano, everybody pretty much had started from this same point right here in July, when everything kind of found a bottom, and then everything rallied up at that same time. So Those are very key things to pay attention to what we had seen with Cardano and how quickly we had seen so much of the crypto market move up so fast. I can even show you examples of other altcoins, like how we also saw Solana in July just go on a rally at that time and then go up a lot. So there was a lot of movements within crypto during this time, and those are things to really pay attention to. That's the bullish behavior that we were seeing in the crypto market when we had seen Cardano's big rally leading into the Alonzo update. And for the people that don't believe that Cardano reached that all-time high leading into the Alonzo update due to what the price of what Bitcoin and Ethereum and the rest of the crypto market was doing, the best example that I can show you is how influenced Cardano is by the price movements of Bitcoin. And this is going to really help us out go into a realistic price prediction. So looking over at what we're seeing with Bitcoin, looking at it from around mid-March or so to now. Now pay attention to how we have this. We have the movement here. We have it going up a bit, then coming down, and then just look at the volume activity. Now we're going to look over at Ethereum. Very, very similar situation. Looking over at Cardano now, very identical. All of them are moving the same. When we see more volume within Cardano, we're also seeing that more volume activity with Bitcoin as well. So these are all things that are also manipulating the price of Cardano as well. So we have to take that into consideration of what the current crypto market is doing at this time to come up with what is a good price prediction to what Cardano can go to when we lead into that next hard fork. Now, one of the bad things going on with crypto right now is that Bitcoin is very intertwined with what the stock market is doing. There's a lot of institutional investing into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the stock market is really influencing a lot of what is going on with the price of Bitcoin, and then all the altcoins are definitely influenced a lot with what Bitcoin is doing. So that's one of the downsides to the crypto market right now. But the nice thing is with being in a bear market is that bear markets don't last as long as bull markets do. So looking forward to a bull market, we know that we're going to get one eventually, but when is that going to happen? That is something that we don't know. But if we were to go into a bull market and we were to see things turn around and start trending upwards again, then what could happen is we could easily see the price of Cardano going back to that $3 price. But right now, that would be very hard to see just with the Alonzo update itself doing that for Cardano. We need to see more bullish activity within the entire crypto market to see such a thing, which was something I was trying to say last week when I was talking about could we see Cardano go to $3 during the Alonzo update. So being realistic here, we could, but we're going to need to see the crypto market also be more bullish than it is right now. It's very bearish right now to see such a thing. So if we are to see things turn around, though, and we are to see Bitcoin's price start trending upwards, at the same time we are leading into the Vassal hard fork, then yeah, we could get that perfect storm and see the price of Cardano trend up pretty quickly. So just to make a couple of different variables, let's just put this into perspective. The green line represents if we are going to see the price of Bitcoin to start trending up, to start going into a rally, then the best case scenario that we could see is to see Cardano go back to that $3 price. But we would need to see something like this into that time leading into that Alonzo update, getting into the end of June to see such a thing. But what if we were to see it to have enough momentum by itself without Bitcoin to do such a thing and to trend up bullishly? Say if we see the price of Cardano going up 100%, then that could be a realistic medium right there to go off of and say, yeah, we could see that. We could see the price of Cardano going above $1.50 during that time leading into that. Or we can also say, yeah, we could rally, but we might just get to a high that we were at around the middle of March or the end of March, where we had seen the price of ADA go to about $1.20. That's also realistic to say. It's something that could happen, and this is what it would look like if we were to see a rally. I mean, of course, there would be a different volatility leading into that, but the first scenario would be the scenario that we had the last time we led into a hard fork on Cardano. So just some things to put into perspective of what we would need to see. So I think it would be very hard to see it go back to that $3 price, but of course, that would be nice. Now, overall, in the long term, I'm very bullish on Cardano. It's something that I'm continue buying at these lower prices, holding on to, trying to find a good place to stake it to get a better staking reward. But still holding on to it and expect a good return in the long term, because I think that the price that Cardano is at right now is well worth more than the price that Cardano was at its all-time high, especially with all the things that had come out between that time and now, and then all the things that we're going to get with the Vassal hard fork, pipelining, more things within layer 2 solutions, scalability, that type of stuff. All things that I'm looking forward to, all things that I'm bullish on. And that is why long term, I think that we would see Cardano go back to those prices. But right now, the crypto market is just not there. But anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. So please let me know in the comments section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I'll see you all in the next one coming very soon.